Okay, so first of all, we're going to talk about the fact that last time I said I would send you an email for the show, the performance. You get a free ticket because you're in a class, and you will call up Pam in the box office, another Pam, and just give her the information that's on the email. If you did not get that email, please let me know as soon as possible because I sent it from the Canvas announcements. Okay. Today, you're going to show me your research and schematic before we start our crepe hair beard. After you show me your research, we'll go to quiz number 1. The reason why we're doing that is if some people get done with the quiz early, you can go right on to doing your crepe hair beard once your schematic has been approved. At the end, we'll save some time to discuss the midterm, which is going to be on Monday. Also, we'll be discussing Antigone, so please read this play. It should be in your course resources. I will revise the dates so that we have a reasonable way to continue through the end of the semester. Okay, questions on that? All right, who would like to go first? Otherwise, I'll pick you based on my participants list. So I have Amy. And we'll go to gallery so we can see everyone. Hi, Amy. Let's see your beard. You're going to have to unmute.
I'm on my phone, so I'm going to have to screen on screen. Apologize.
Yeah, do you want to share screen? I'll just do everyone.
No, because I'm on my phone. So these are my beards.
Fun. Yeah, 2 great different viewpoints. One is with a winged kind of handlebar, which would require some wax, and then the other one is downturned. Very good. Okay, and your schematic?
The schematic is like...
Nice. So you're going to try for the handlebar?
I am.
Excellent. So with that, you're going to want to leave these a little bit, not really long, but probably they'll be an inch so that you can twist them. And what are you going to, have you thought about how you're going to wax it?
Yeah, I have some hair wax that I use when I have bangs.
Okay. The other thing is even your nose on scar wax, if you heat it up in your hand, you can actually make that work as well. Excellent. Okay. Thank you. Colby?
So I'm going to do the Abraham Lincoln try. Great. I need to erase this. This was just a pencil mark, so I'll erase it. But I'm thinking, can I use...
Oh, you mean that tattoo on his face?
Yeah. I don't have I only have colored pencils right now, but I will.
That's okay. No problem.
So I have black, brown, and salt and pepper hair that you gave me, and I'm gonna try to put, I don't know how this will work, scar wax over my beard and then use or over my mustache, because I want to do the Abraham Lincoln, and use olive tan foundation for the rest of my face and maybe some stippling on the cheekbones. I trimmed my mustache a little bit for this, but grew the rest out. And if the scar wax doesn't work out, then maybe I could do like a white mustache and it would be like Abraham Lincoln with a white mustache type thing. So I'm just thinking of options. So my reference are just Abraham Lincoln's. I can share if you want.
Yeah, you can screen share.
So that's my first reference photo for him. And then the second one, because it's kind of turned to the side, because there's not a lot. He's really famous, but the photographs is hard to find.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm seeing a white line.
Like here?
I'm not seeing a beard. I'm just seeing a white horizontal line across the screen.
Oh.
So when you screen share, you have to select, it needs to be it needs to be behind your Zoom, and then you select it and it'll a whiteboard. There you go.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So here's like an angled version of his face to the side. And is this still sharing?
Very good.
Yeah. So it's a straight on shot of him.
So Colby, I have an idea.
Okay.
rather than block your mustache out, you can choose to not do an historical likeness. And you can use this as your beard inspiration and then just add a mustache.
Okay.
But the requirement is a beard, not a historical likeness of something. And so it might be easier to just think about maybe just adding a mustache and using this as your beard influence.
Okay.
Because I will tell you that blocking out your mustache with wax is very tough, and it's something that you don't want to do the first time in the
Okay.
assignment. You'd want to practice it first.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of things we'll talk about in terms of blocking that would be.
Okay. And I have a question about the application.
Uh-huh.
So I noticed in the video, the guy, he was slicing it and then you apply it. Does he flip it over so he has two clean sides that are attached to the skin part? Because or does he, like if you have the hair, okay, then I, like if I were to just,
Do you want to
if I
stop,
were to cut it,
Colby? Hold on. a
yeah,
second. If you stop share, I can see you
oh,
in a bigger
okay.
picture, which will help.
Yes.
Great. Okay, now I can
So I have this tuft. If I cut it in the middle here, I'm gonna have two clean sides. Because so am I using both the clean sides skin, like I face it towards my skin, or do I put the clean part down? I don't know. It's hard to ask her,
Okay.
guys.
No, you've got something good happening. I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay, I can do a little demo here for you. Okay, I'm just getting my hair. And then let's take a look. Okay, so I'm gonna comb this out a little bit. I'll get a good piece of hair. Okay, so I'm looking at a piece of hair like this. And what you're asking is if I cut this in the middle, right? So let's cut that in the middle. Now I have one edge and I have a second set, right?
Yeah.
You can use both of them and you can use it multiple because Lincoln's beard isn't that long. So once you get this first side in and you cut it, you can hold on to this piece and use this piece again to apply. Then pick up your other piece and then you can apply that as you go forth. So you can start with two pieces, which may become 6 pieces after you cut them, because his beard is maybe, 1.25 inches. So after you cut it, then you're going to have another piece that you can then add on top, right? And then remembering the beards I showed you, when we look at how much hair this is, you can see how little hair you actually need to put on. So I'm going to spread that out so that it's wider. And when I apply it and I'm doing my layers, it will seem more natural, okay? As opposed to putting on a clump like this, we're going to do a lesser piece, okay?
Mhm.
Is that helpful?
Yes. Thank you.
Great. Okay, who's next? Who's ready to show their beard drawing and their research? Christine? Okay, very good.
Okay, I found a perfect picture
Okay.
that would describe my beard perfectly.
Mhm.
Ted Bundy.
You're going to have to put it up closer to your camera. So that beard picture's fine. Hold it up to the camera, which is the dot on your computer. Okay, good. And then your next one.
Yeah, I'm going for a Ted Bundy look. But the next
You know,
one,
the person's name, the character does not matter. All we're doing is doing the beard hair.
yeah. This is my other one.
Okay, so if I look at those two beards together, they're very, very different.
Yeah,
And first of all, they're very different in color. And they're very different in shape and the amount of hair. So let's see your drawing. Okay, can you talk us through what's going on with your drawing?
Yeah, I decided to do some stubble around the lower part of my cheek
Okay,
and some on the chin. This part will, this part right here go up into a circle right below my mouth, and it has a big slant onto the left side and starts going down on the right.
so
So it has a smug look.
you're talking about the mustache?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you draw in your hair, you need to draw hairs on your shape, on your face, your schematic, okay?
Yeah.
So let's try and look up here. If I have a face, sort of look like an egg, and I have some eyes, I have a nose, and I have a mouth. All right. Then if I'm drawing my beard, I need to give it, it needs to look like a beard and a mustache. So if you're going to do stipple here, but the beard is here, you need to show me where the hairs are.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then your picture has some hair on it. So if it's going to come up the side like Lincoln, it's going to have hairs up here. If it's primarily a goatee. So if that outline area determines the shape of your beard, then draw some hairs in it and let us have some hairs so we know what does this mustache look like. Okay? Because I can't tell right now from your drawing what your mustache looks like. So take a few minutes and keep drawing that in. Great. Good job getting it together. Okay, Cara.
Okay, let me share screen.
Got it? Nice.
So this one I started out with, but then I like the shorters. I like these two down here. My question is, let me stop sharing. Here's my schematic. The problem is my mind is stuck because normally I shave these things down. So how do you get short hair like that? Because it's tight, right? How do you get tight? So obviously I apply it, and then do I just cut it really short?
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to apply it. And if we talk about our guy up here, you know, I would comb it down, and then I'm just going to get my scissors and trim it off, just like you do a beard.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
I didn't know that they could get that short.
Well, it probably is going to be slightly longer than what you're used to, because there is a technique which we will work on called a chop hair beard, which would give you more of just the stubble. But that's about, you're using hairs that are about 1/4 of an inch long. So I will show you that, but today is where I want you to actually have that experience of applying the beard first, and then just trim it down. And you can, you know, you'll just put it here, you'll give them a little tiny soul patch, and there'll be blank here.
Okay.
So, okay. And Ida, you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Ida?
Okay, so my schematic.
Let me just remove the pin here so I can see you. Good. Okay, full beard. Now in that, on the side, be sure you write your the assignment, which is crepe hair beard, your name, the name of your guy, and your colors. Okay?
Like,
Just get what your color. Your
how
color.
do they have like official names, the colors, or just
So in your, let's look at the crepe hair page just for a second. Let me just go here. Let's see if it's here or is it? I think I might have done it on assignments. Okay, so that's laying our crepe hair beard. That's where you're going to upload your beard information. Remember the removal, very, very important that we don't get stuck there. And let me go back to, it's probably just before this, but you can see the colors and I can help you out with those. So this is the lecture, and then here's the color names that you can match to. So if you have a question about what colors you are using, you can go to this page. Here's what it comes like coiled, and here's a bigger coil so you can actually see the texture of the hair. But you can actually then do your color matching here and just guess the best you can. Okay?
Mhm.
Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so now let us see your pictures.
okay? Let's see if I can screen share. Okay, I want both of them, but I think I can only do one.
Okay, hold on, let me make sure. Okay, there you go.
Is it one or two?
I have one, but maybe let me see if it's, see if you can scroll up or down. Okay, we can just look at one at a time.
Okay.
So note the hair growth on the side of the cheek. That's really important. You're going to have that top layer be quite thin, right? And this is a little bit like Kara's too, where it's a very close beard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's see your next picture.
All right. I think I gotta stop screen share.
Sometimes you can switch, but it is a little tricky.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Okay, good. This
Okay.
beard is a bit longer
Yeah.
on the side. And so, okay, what's happened is this guy doesn't have as much hair. So it's a little bit longer to disguise the fact that he doesn't have as much. It's sort of like a comb over for a beard.
Yeah. I want it to be more like the first one, but
Yeah.
I just had to find another one that was
The
kind of
great thing about this is that you really have a very good example of what the side looks like and where it grows up higher on the face and it's a little bit thinner.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives you a very authentic looking beard. When you
Yeah.
with a really, straight line, it doesn't work so great because it looks a little bit more artificial.
Yeah.
And then notice, even though he's a very young guy, look at underneath on the soul patch, how there's sort of like gray on the top. And
Oh
even
yeah.
on the mustache, there's a little bit of gray, and then a little bit of gray striping in the side of the beard. That's why I've given you a variety of colors, so that creates a more realistic look. Yeah, very nice. Really good close-up image.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see who else that we need to see. Svensson, you sent them to me. How did you send them to me?
I sent it with email because my screen
Okay.
share is not working.
All right, let me just go to my email. Let's see.
You don't want us to begin process, right?
What I want you to do is I want you to start your quiz in just a second. You know what? I'll find Smensson's email and then I'm going to show you where you can find your quiz and you can do it. It won't take very long at all. So Ida, you need to, I think, did you stop screen share? Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna do this quickly. Where's the screen share? Where are you? Okay, everybody needs to stop their screen share so I can grab it. I don't know where it's at. Here we go. Okay, it's down at the bottom, Pam. So I'm on my crepe hair beard, and you can go to quizzes right here. Quiz number 1. Remember, we did our questionnaire that way. Quiz number 1, just click on it, and you'll see that you can just click on actually take the quiz, and it's 5 questions. So you just type in your answers, it's short answer. All right. And then when you're done, go right on to applying your crepe hair beard. So keep your Zoom on and go ahead and do that. And I will be right here. I'm going to just stop recording for now so that we have privacy and you can work as you need to. So before you start, make sure your spirit gum is tacky, you're ready to go. You have your alcohol in a container. Your alcohol is standing by. Ready to clean off your scissors. So I'm going to use a puff with alcohol. I can clean the edge of my scissors so that I am not going to get that spirit gum all over. And should I realize I need to take something off, I'll just put on my alcohol and use a brush as well. And then I can get it off and clean up. Okay. Any hair that you comb out, you should save, and we'll put it in a ball, and I'll show you how to make the chop hair beard from that. So I'm going to save that in my other little container so that I can show you that next. Okay. Has everyone finished the quiz?
Not yet.
Okay. You have unlimited time, no worries.
Hey, Pam. How far under do we have to go? Just so you can't see it anymore?
Well, not even very far because the keystone is here.
Okay.
The keystone is just under the chin, and then just do 1.
Okay.
You know, he did 3. So if you start right here at the end of the chin,
Okay.
and then 1 here and 1 there. And then when you get to the side, you don't need to put it underneath because hair usually doesn't grow here. I mean, sometimes you get people that grow all the way down, but that is not necessary.
Okay.
You're just trying to support this part by doing those 2 little layers underneath.
Okay.
So now I'm using my Q-tip to get anything cleaned up there. Make sure you're working in a well-ventilated space.
99%.
There you go. Excellent. Good job. Christine, you should put your alcohol in a small container like a custard dish or something.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. And even a yogurt container works. And then you can dip your brush inside of that to make your brush. Remember, you're not going to use your makeup brush to apply the spirit gum. You're going to use the brush that's inside the small container
Okay.
so that you don't ruin your brush.
Okay.
Remember where your first place is going to go.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to turn off the recording while we're waiting, or we can actually view the whole gallery. Before I stop the recording while we're working, I'm going to show Smenson's beard examples. So I've showed the whole desktop. Here's her first example, her second example,
I want to do like a curly edge of the
Yeah.
beard.
and her schematic. So the curly edge of the mustache, you mean this portion right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have either some kind of mustache wax, hair wax, or you can even,
I got some like hair gel, so
yeah, that might not be heavy enough, but you can use your nose and scar wax I'll show you how to do that. Just take that out a little bit and you can really make that thin, and then you can wind that onto your onto your hair. I'll get a sample for you. So here's your nose and scar wax, and your spirit gum remover will act as a barrier so that you can take it out. Just put it on your fingers lightly. Also any water-based gel. And I can just put this in and smear it on my finger. And then I can I'm just going to take a piece of hair. Take a piece of hair. I have this wax just lightly on my finger, but I can take the wax and see I can shape this hair even as long as this piece is. Now I'm using a spiral pattern to twist the hair into a shape that I want, and then I can curl it up. Okay, so that you can use that. You can use your hair wax if you want. Your nose and scar wax will work. All right. So I'm going to pause the recording and we'll work. So let's take a look at, this is before you trim. Now, did you comb?
Did I comb?
Did you comb down your beard?
No.
And comb it down a little, and that will thin it out. And then you can trim off your extras. So comb gently with.
I feel like it's just gonna fall off if I do that because it's so short. I want to keep it short. It's hard to.
And you can just use your scissor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my mouth.
So if it's in your mouth, what you want to do is just take the end of your pencil and roll it around to twist the hairs out, because if your fingers are sticky, use your alcohol and get your fingers unsticky.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay, good job.
Mhm. Thank you.
Christine, are we ready to take a look? Yeah. You're getting your pieces on?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going
Guess
to put
what?
that a little higher? Okay.
Guess what? Yeah.
Pardon me?
Guess what?
What?
He's starting to look like Ted Bundy.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. Okay, I'm going to.
Yeah, he's a serial killer.
Yeah, I'm well aware of it. I try not to dwell on that kind of stuff. I find that upsetting. So, Amy, I'm going to take a look at you again so we can get you on recording. So, are you starting your mustache? I see a little bit going up.
I forgot to do this part. I don't even know what it's called.
Soul patch.
Okay.
Are you going to do it now, or are you going to do it at the end?
I was about to do it right now, just so I have enough for the rest of the mustache.
Your mustache. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Smenson, are you going to show us?
I'm putting like some gel. It's like load spray.
Okay, can I see what you're doing?
It's weird.
Okay, it is weird, please. There you go.
I'm
Excellent.
doing like a shape right there. So
A
I'm
shape.
using the gel.
So
Yeah.
you can cut it with, here's what I would do is you can trim your beard, but put the gel in your hand
Mhm.
and use the gel like this.
Oh, okay, okay.
How
got
he
it.
did it with his hand, right?
Okay.
Yeah, good job. Kara. Oops. Let me go to Kara.
Hi.
Yeah, you're getting it.
I have to stop. I have to take this off, but I trimmed it as much as I could. It's weird how much hair you lose.
Yeah, when you comb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it can get sparse pretty easily. So just take, if you want to, you could even stipple a little bit of mustache and then you could just take a selfie.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, Colby, I'm coming back to you. Nice, let's see the right side of your face. Yep. And you're working through the left side. Right, okay. All right, I think that is everybody so far.